Hello everyone and welcome to Tuesday, October 13th, 2020. This is Unit 3, Earth's Natural Hazards. So we got some pictured here. We got floods, hurricanes, tsunamis, wildfire, tornadoes, volcanoes, earthquakes, and landslides. We will learn about most of these in this unit. I just want to show you though, before I keep going, at the end of this unit, we're going to have a test, short quiz test kind of thing, on some of these things that we learned about. Let's look at that. So here are some things that might be on the test. I wanted to show this to you before we got too far along in this unit, so that you would know what you would be thinking about, what you're learning while we go along. All right. So then we've got natural hazards can lead to natural disasters. In this unit, you will learn what some of the major natural hazards are, how these natural hazards are measured, got a weather balloon there, and how to prepare the people in the area to mitigate the damage and prevent the hazard from becoming a disaster. We've got a little map down here. I can't remember if this is earthquakes or what this is, but that's what's down there. Also, we want to learn about reading weather charts, because the ability to analyze weather is super important when it comes to natural hazards. And you'll see why later. We've got 10 major natural hazards here. Let's see what we should do on the slide. Click pictures, answer questions on next slide for natural hazard. What does the next slide look like? Looks like this. 10 natural disasters. Answer questions below. So we want to answer to 3 different questions, and we have an option of 10 different things that we could learn about, 10 different natural hazards that we could learn about. Sorry, I keep almost saying natural disaster when I mean natural hazard, and I know I'm going to make that mistake. So let's go ahead and look into one of these. Let's look at tornadoes. So if I click on the tornado picture, it's going to open up another slideshow. Oh, can't really see that, but click that. And it's going to take me to the slide about tornadoes. Here I've got what tornadoes are and how they're measured and things like that. The scale they're measured on, the enhanced Fujita scale. I don't actually know how to say that word. But I'll take the information from this slide and I will use it to answer these questions. Let's see how we do that. Okay, so what is it? Tornadoes are powerful spinning columns of air that stretch from the ground to the clouds. So I could write that right over here. Answers the question, what it is. What does this natural hazard do? Well, we could read about what the natural hazard does, how it spins. The United States has over that many tornadoes tornadoes form when so how it forms. We could talk about that, but basically, it does kind of what it said up here. How do they predict or measure this natural hazard? Well, I look back at that slide, and I see that tornadoes are measured on the enhanced Fujita scale. So I could write the enhanced Fujita scale over here. And I wouldn't have picked tornadoes if I had known that I would have to say that word so many times. All right, but here is my eternal problem. If I write down the actual answers, you will be able to copy this, and I will see everyone doing the tornado. However, if I don't write down actual answers, you will not know how long to write your answer. You will not know exactly what, and I'll get lots of questions basically asking me how to do what I just told you to do. So here's my solution. I'm going to try to do this slide for a non-natural disaster or non-natural hazard. See, I told you I'd do that. Oh my goodness. And what we'll do there is I'll do it for one that is not here. Okay, so I'm going to do a monsoon. Monsoon is not a natural hazard. It could bring about some disaster, but it also can bring about great blessing in South Asia. And if you were to watch the video with me, then you would see that. But I'm not going to make you watch the video. All right, long story short, let's do it on monsoons. Answer questions below. Which natural hazard picture did you click on? I'm going to say that I clicked on monsoon, but it's not there, so I won't have the problem with you copying my answers. What does this natural hazard do? It brings, and you want to have at least 10 words when you answer this question. It brings 3 months of rain in South Asia, which this area relies on rain from the monsoon to provide water for towns and crops. Okay, and then I can take that, put a period there because I have good grammar. And I want to go ahead and make that smaller so that I keep that question on. And I have more than 10 words, so I'm good to go there. How do they predict or measure this natural hazard? Well, that's I'm going to say meteorologist. Meteorologists use weather balloons and charts to help predict, which I saw in the video that you guys don't get to watch. And they measure the monsoon. And this is interesting. Monsoon is rain in that area. It's kind of unique, unique feature to that geographical area. And they measure the monsoon. It's a bunch of rain. And around here, if we had a bunch of rain, you'd always hear it in inches. You know, if they said, oh man, Rantoul got 4 inches of rain, that's a lot of rain. That would be a lot of rain for Rantoul to get during a week or during a day or whatever. But they get so much rain during these months that they actually measure monsoons in feet. They measure the monsoon in feet, which is really interesting. That's a lot of rain, you know. To be like, well, they got 3 feet of rain, you know. If somebody said that around here, they'd be like, what? That town is underwater. But yeah, I digress. I'm getting way too excited about monsoons. Okay. I should be ending this soon. This video is already way too long. Oh, and then this guy. These are graphs. We might look at those a little on Tuesday. It's a little up and coming. But other than that, I just want to wish you guys a happy October 13th, 2020. A happy Tuesday. Hope you had a great 4-day weekend, and I will see you again on Wednesday.